Spanish conmigo.
Español conmigo.
Español conmigo.
Gracias.
Spanish conmigo.
Spanish conmigo.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? It's me, Kadyra. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Spanish Conmigo. I know it's been too long, and you know how I am, so I apologize, because when I can create, and when I can't, I just can't. But anyway, let's talk about Baselang. Estoy completamente terminada con la programa. I am done. Es hecho. Siento muy feliz por eso. Siento muy feliz. Pero, ok. Después, 3 semanas después la previous video, ok, yo tomo la examen para la último examen 9-10 in Baselang. and I passed it. I passed it with an 86%. Okay. Now that I've completed the whole program, I understand the whole program. Let's talk about the whole program. Okay. If you are a beginner, you're thinking about this program, you can't start from absolutely no Spanish till fluency, till you be able to communicate, be understood, okay, with this language if you just decided to use this program only. It is true. Now, how long will it take? Okay, if you are anal, you could probably do this in a year. If you are anal, the way you should study in a second. I worked on it about 2 years. I've been in Baselang about 2 years, 2.5 years, nearly 3. I think I started in December of 2017. 3 years, okay? And I know people think I'm fluent. People who speak Spanish think I'm fluent. But I know I'm not fluent. Right? But at least I know where I am. I had planned on testing for the daily B1. And I'm still planning on doing this as soon as this crisis is over and I can fly back to Costa Rica safely. I keep testing myself. I've been negative for the COVID all this time. And I've done 2 tests since this year's passed for different situations, which I'm about to tell you also in another video. Now, so I would say average for Baselang is 1 to 2 years, okay? Me, it took 3 because I've been through it. So, and I had to pause, I had to go through some emotional stuff and come back, and it's hard, okay? Now, if you're a beginner, and when I started in the beginning, I used to do 6-hour weekends. I'm not saying 3 hours Saturday, 3 hours Sunday. I'm saying 6 hours Saturday, 6 hours Sunday. Because I had these 12-hour shifts and I had these 14-hour shifts. Sometimes I didn't know when I could get off work. When I started this program, I had so many long hours and I was exhausted that I knew by the time I came home, I had to be honest with myself. I was going to go to bed, I was going to sleep, I was going to decompress. So, when you start, because you know it's unlimited, okay? So if you can see someone for 30 minutes every day, right? Like I used to do, right now I did Monday through Thursday, 30 minutes, right? And then I was doing 2 hours Saturday, 2 hours Sunday. But I was coming to the end of the journey. I was doing a lot of self-studying. There was stuff I could do on my own. So I was doing certain things I needed to do with the teacher. But in the beginning, because it's unlimited, live with your teachers. Because it's boring sometimes to do drills by yourself. So do your drill with your teacher. And you can sit there, look up, and ask them whatever the issue is at the time. It was just study with your teachers. I had a teacher who, he didn't joke. He did not, I don't know anything about him personally. He was just all about the business. But I knew, he's like, Kadyra, we spoke about this last week. Why are you not conjugating this? And I was like, but I put at least one person like that as part of my crew of teachers. But I also needed my emotional teachers. Teachers that I could talk emotionally. I needed teachers that I thought had a sense of humor that make me laugh so I could, to push you through it. Learning another language isn't necessarily a piece of cake, but Baselang is great. For the intermediates, you might feel like, remember I felt like I was forever in intermediate. I still feel like an advanced intermediate, right? And you would find that you are intermediate like a speaker, and then you're more advanced as a reader, because it's amazing what I can just read and just sit there and just read, or I could sit there and type back and forth and I was like, why when I'm typing, this is what's going on with me. I have all these complex sentences, but when I'm speaking, I don't speak in complex sentences yet. Or that's not true. But I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied with the complexity of how I speak. But, so this is what I did. Baselang's done. I finished 10. You'll see it somewhere, right? So I paused it for a moment because you could always go back to Baselang. And this is the reason why I paused Baselang. Because I have a favorite teacher, and I wanted to have private classes with one teacher, and that's what I'm doing right now, because I wanted his voice in my head. $150, if you can afford it, to practice speaking, that's what I'm going to do. But I wanted to take off 2 months because I wanted only one voice in my head. And that's the reason why I chose Hola Jose. Also for beginners or people returning. Because it's $150 a month, I want you to set aside $150. I want you to set aside 3 months, like $450, right? Keep it in your bank account so you can pay by debit. But that way, you know the money is there, because that first 90 days is so critical. It's so critical. And that way, it helps you get a footing that you can do this, okay? And also, every month, with your favorite instructor, talk about your studying schedule. I'm putting the referrals in there. If you can refer me, use my referral, okay? No, it's so caro. I am not rich. So help a sister out. So anyway, that is Baselang. And this is Kadyra. This is my final review as far as the complete program. And later on when we talk about Baselang, I'm just talking about bits and pieces of how you use it, as a tool for the future. But as a complete program, yes, they do give you a complete program. Anyway, that was Baselang, which I adore. Please refer to my referral down below. I love you all. Talk to you soon. Besos y abrazos.